reveal a man deeply concerned with the moral and ethical implications of his actions. He was not just a leader by title but a leader by example, constantly striving to live up to sacrifices for the greater good. His actions and decisions were always guided by a deep sense of duty and a commitment to the principles of liberty and justice, all to uphold the principles that he so fervently championed. Born in 1732, on the shores of Pope's Creek in Westmoreland County, Virginia, George Washington entered a world on the cusp of change. The 13 colonies, still clinging to the Atlantic coast, were a world away from the bustling cities and powerful empires of Europe. Growing up on his family's plantation Ferry Farm, Washington experienced firsthand the realities of colonial life. He learned the value of hard work, the importance of land ownership, and the complexities of a society built on the backs of enslaved Africans. Though born into a life of relative privilege, Washington was no stranger to hardship. His formal education was limited, but he possessed a thirst for knowledge and a keen intellect. At the age of 16, he embarked on his first surveying expedition into the wilds of Western Virginia. This experience, filled with danger and the unknown, would shape his character and ignite within him a passion for exploration and the vast potential of the American frontier. It was here, amidst the towering trees and rugged terrain, that the seeds of leadership were sown in the young surveyor. The French and Indian War, a conflict that engulfed much of North America in the mid-18th century, provided Washington with his first taste of military life. At the age of 21, he was commissioned as a major in the Virginia Regiment and tasked with defending the colony's western frontier. Leading men twice his age, he faced the harsh realities of warfare, learning valuable lessons in strategy, logistics, and the importance of discipline. From the icy forests of the Ohio Valley to the bloody battlefields of Fort Necessity, Washington's courage and determination were tested time and again. Defeat, though bitter, provided invaluable lessons. It taught him the importance of adaptability, the need for strong alliances, and the unforgiving nature of war. These formative years in the wilderness, facing down French regulars and their Native American allies, forged within Washington the steel and resolve that would serve him well in the years to come. He emerged from the conflict a seasoned soldier, respected by his men and recognized for his tactical acumen. The French and Indian War, a crucible of fire, had tempered the young surveyor into a leader of men. As tensions with Great Britain escalated in the 1770s, the American colonies found themselves at a crossroads. The desire for independence was growing stronger, fueled by years of perceived injustices and oppressive policies imposed by the British Crown. The colonies were no longer willing to accept the status quo, and the call for liberty echoed through the towns and cities of the burgeoning nation. Washington's reputation for leadership and his unwavering commitment to liberty led to his appointment as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. His experience in the French and Indian War had already established him as a capable military leader, but it was his steadfast dedication to the cause of freedom that truly set him apart. The Continental Congress saw in Washington a figure who could unite the colonies and lead them through the trials ahead. It was a position he accepted with humility, recognizing the immense responsibility thrust upon his shoulders. Washington knew that the path to independence would be fraught with challenges, and he was prepared to face them head-on. His acceptance speech to the Continental Congress was marked by a sense of duty and a deep understanding of the gravity of the situation. The American Revolution was not just a fight for independence, it was a battle for the very soul of a nation. The colonies were fighting for their right to self-determination, to create a society based on the principles of liberty and justice. The stakes were incredibly high, and the outcome of the war would determine the future of the American experiment. The early years of the war tested Washington's resolve. The Continental Army faced numerous hardships, from lack of supplies to harsh weather conditions. At Valley Forge, the Army endured a brutal winter, with soldiers suffering from cold, hunger, and disease. Despite these challenges, Washington's leadership kept the Army together, instilling a sense of purpose and determination in his men. Outnumbered and outgunned, his ragtag army faced the might of the British Empire. The British forces were well-trained and well-equipped, presenting a formidable challenge to the Continental Army. Yet, Washington's strategic acumen and his ability to inspire his troops allowed the Americans to hold their ground, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Defeat followed defeat, each loss chipping away at the morale of his men and the hopes of a fledgling nation. Yet Washington persevered. He understood that the war would not be won through sheer force alone, but through resilience and the unwavering belief in the cause of independence. His ability to maintain the spirit of his army, even in the darkest times, was a testament to his leadership. He understood that the fight for freedom was not won on the battlefield alone. Washington's strategy involved not just military engagements, but also efforts to secure alliances and support from foreign powers. His diplomatic efforts were crucial in gaining the assistance of France, which provided much-needed resources and military aid to the American cause. The daring crossing of the Delaware River on Christmas night 1776 was a bold and risky maneuver. Washington's decision to launch a surprise attack on the Hessian forces stationed in Trenton demonstrated his willingness to take calculated risks. The success of this operation was a testament to his tactical brilliance and his ability to inspire his men to achieve the seemingly impossible. And the subsequent victory at Trenton, New Jersey, became a turning point in the war. This victory not only boosted the morale of the Continental Army, but also proved to the world that the American forces were capable of defeating the British in battle. It was a pivotal moment that shifted the momentum of the war in favor of the Americans. It was a bold stroke, a testament to Washington's strategic brilliance and his unwavering belief in the spirit of his men. His ability to inspire confidence and hope in his troops was a key factor in their continued perseverance. Washington's leadership during this critical period was instrumental in keeping the revolutionary cause alive. The victory at Trenton breathed new life into the revolution, inspiring hope in the hearts of weary soldiers. It was a moment of triumph that reinvigorated the American cause and demonstrated the resilience and determination of the Continental Army. The success at Trenton showed that, despite the many challenges they faced, the Americans were capable of achieving their goal of independence, and reminding the world that the American spirit could not be extinguished. The revolution was far from over, but the victory at Trenton marked a significant step forward. It was a powerful reminder that the fight for freedom was worth every sacrifice, and that the dream of an independent America was within reach. Washington's leadership and the unwavering resolve of his men would continue to drive the revolution forward, ultimately leading to the birth of a new nation. Celebrated by many as the birth of a new era in American history. In 1789, George Washington was unanimously elected the first president of the United States. His election was a testament to the trust and respect he had earned from his fellow citizens. it was a position he accepted with a heavy heart, fully aware of the immense responsibilities and challenges that lay ahead. Knowing that the success or failure of this grand experiment in self-governance rested largely on his shoulders, Washington approached his new role with a sense of duty and determination. The challenges were immense. The new nation was deeply in debt, its international standing uncertain, and its economy fragile. The task of building a stable and prosperous country seemed daunting. The question of how to govern a people accustomed to resisting centralized authority loomed large. Washington's leadership would be crucial in navigating these early challenges and setting the nation on a path to success.